Hello and welcome to another planning appeal case study video. I'm John Peters, and in this video I'm going to explain how we overcame a recent refusal by Castle Point Borough Council for one of our clients. This planning appeal was to overcome the refusal for a garage conversion to make additional habitable space that was refused by the local authority Castle Point Borough Council's planning department. Our client was initially booked in for a free, no obligation consultation to run through the refusal reasons that had been used by Castle Point Borough Council, and to evaluate if an appeal was viable or if an alternative would be best suited for them. The free no obligation consultation, which took about 25 minutes, found that this case was viable for appeal to the Planning Inspectorate, taking the decision process away from Castle Point Borough Council Planning Department. This case was refused by Castle Point Borough Council for the following reasons. The proposed conversion of the garage, due to the resolute loss of on-site parking provision, concurrent with the expansion of the habitable accommodation, would lead to the likelihood of additional on-street parking, to the detriment of safety of the highway users. This is one of those cases where I feel for the client, as the refusal does not relate to the application. In this case, the client lives on a quiet side street that has no parking issues. Their garage that they wanted to convert into part of their home was of what I'd say is a 1960s size, and I don't believe that a single car that is available today would be able to fit into that garage and open its doors, so you couldn't get in and out even if you could get the car in. So for the council to refuse this application on the basis of a loss of parking space and increased highway danger due to parking on road goes directly to the heart of this application not being determined correctly. And you could say that the case plans had not been looked at or considered during the process. With planning appeals, experience matters. Our specialist appeals team, who handle over 2.5% of all planning appeals in England and Wales that are currently produced and submitted, start by producing a comprehensive and robust appeal statement that in this specific case covered 18 pages and was just over 4,700 words. It's important to detail in the appeal statement where the local authority failed in their assessment of the case, and how and where possible both local and national policies apply in favour of the appeal. Additionally, if possible, bringing in similar cases that the Planning Inspectorate have already found in favour of at appeal. Obviously, with the back catalogue we have, we are able to use these cases and what the inspector said in them as additional argument to support the case we're working on. Recently, we did have a client state that a competitor had said to them that they use our WINS to help them produce their appeals. I suppose that's a compliment to our team, but obviously with that methodology, it does not give them the underlying knowledge to be able to adapt arguments to a specific case. It's important to know that no two cases are actually the same, and the arguments need to be produced for the specific case in hand. Once the appeal statement is completed, we send the document to our client, asking them to check that they are happy for us to submit the case. If we need to add any additional information the client may have forgotten to provide previously, it's done at this point, and then the case is submitted to the Planning Inspectorate. It is vitally important that all documents and responses are submitted on time throughout the process, as failure to do so will result in the appeal not being successful, something we do hear about often when people attempt an appeal for the first time. Always ensure you use a professional who has considerable experience of appeals. It's worth asking them for some recent successful planning appeal case studies like you find on our website. Due to the large number of cases we represent, we have a dedicated team that liaises with the Planning Inspectorate on a daily basis. For this appeal, an independent planning inspector from the Planning Inspectorate visited the site on the 7th of March, and we are pleased to confirm that the appeal was upheld and the permission granted on the 28th of March in a 3-page appeal decision notice. If you'd like to find out if we can help you with your planning appeal, complete our online form on our website www.planningappealsuk.com, and our new case support team will arrange for a free no obligations consultation with one of our planning appeal assessment professionals. Thank you for taking the time to watch this planning appeal case study video, and I look forward to producing another one very shortly. Thanks a lot. Bye.